Hey everybody! I'm here today to tell you and show you how my shower broke and how I fixed it. I feel like this is an interesting story, so I really wanted to tell you how it happened because maybe I can save someone else from experiencing the same thing, or maybe I can help them out if they do go through it, how to fix it easily and effectively. So this is my old shower panel. When my wife and I bought our new house, it was new to us. The house is old, but the house was new to us. When we bought our house that we're currently living in, this shower panel was in the basement shower, and it was absolutely beautiful. I loved it. It was like a spa in the shower, okay? It was awesome showering in this thing. And how it works is very simple. I'm going to move the camera slightly down so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There are basically these knobs here, okay? And with these knobs, you're going to control where the water comes out of. So I can control, the body jets, the hand shower, the spout at the bottom, there's a spout, or, the shower up here. So I was showering from the top. I was just showering with a regular rainfall type of shower. And all of a sudden I heard this pop. It was a loud pop. And then water stopped coming out of here, but it started coming through the back of the panel onto the ground. So immediately I turned off the water. Immediately I was like, turn it off. And then I'm freezing because I'm in the shower without any water. I'm super cold. So I start troubleshooting, okay? So I turn on the other options. I turn on the body jets. I turn on the spout. Everything's working fine except when I turn it to the rainfall shower, water's just flooding out of the back of the unit, okay, onto the ground in the shower. So what I did was I started researching and I figured out how these things actually work. I'm going to turn it around carefully. And I love this shower. Like, I really wish it didn't break. It was beautiful. I'm going to turn it around, show you how they work, because you should know this. If you have a shower panel, you should know how it works. Basically, from the wall in the shower, there are just two supply lines, a hot and a cold line, okay, that provide the water to the shower. And all of the action happens in the panel itself. So you can see right here, this valve right over here, it essentially sends the water wherever it needs to send it. So wherever you turn the valve, it's going to send the water everywhere else. So and it's just held on by these hooks. Okay, so you can see there's hooks holding it on in place. And the lines, the supply lines connect down here, if you can see this. Just a hot and a cold line. Very simple and straightforward, okay? There's also, you can get something called a thermostatic temperature monitor, which is just something that controls the temperature, but basically, this is how they work. What happened was, all of these were fine. All of the ones down here were fine, except at the top. Let's bring it up over here, show you exactly what I'm talking about. At the top, let's bring it back up here. I'm not using it anymore, so I can kind of bang it around. I'm going to remove this screw. At the top, the hose that connected to the actual shower part right here, this hose right here had broken off, or it had come off in some way, shape, or form. So the water that was supposed to be coming out of the shower head was instead just basically spraying around here, filtering down and out the back, okay? Now, luckily for me, they had put silicone caulking on the unit, but they had left a gap, I think accidentally, at the bottom, which is a good thing you can do. You can leave a gap in silicone at the bottom to let any potential leaking water escape from a plumbing fixture. Okay, leave it somewhere where you can't see it, but so water can escape somewhere. Luckily, they did a bad job. It was totally an accident. You can tell. They didn't do it on purpose. But it worked well because all that water could escape. Now, you'll notice, here's how I fixed it, right? I wanted to get a new shower panel at that point because I didn't want to have to risk anything in the future. So this was kind of wide, this shower panel, okay? So what I did was I tried to get a shower panel that was at least the same size, if not wider, okay? So I'm going to place this down now, and I'm going to show you what I did to fix it, okay? It might topple over, not topple over, it's sitting on a hose. It might, you might hear it in a second. I'm going to turn the camera so I can sort of see what you guys are seeing. So what I did was I ordered a shower panel that was bigger than the one. So this is about the same width as the widest portion, roughly, of that shower. And it's a bit taller. That one's 48 inches that I took out. I think this is like 57 or 60, something like that. So it's taller, but I had the height. You can see I still got a decent amount of space there. And this is beautiful, number one, because it has this chrome finish on it. So it's like a mirror. So when I shave my head, I can see exactly what I look like. Or if I shave my face, I can see exactly what I look like. But most importantly, I didn't know how much the tiles were going to be cut behind that old shower panel. So I had to get one that was at least the same size. Because if I got one that was smaller and I removed the old one and the tiles were all messed up behind there, then I would be in trouble. So I got one that was at least the same size, if not slightly bigger, so that in case the tiles were cut, everything was good. Now, when I removed the old shower panel, there was only a small hole like this with the two supply lines coming out. So luckily for me, no water got behind the wall at all. It was just a tiny little hole. No water got behind the wall. It was really, it was a good situation. Okay, my cousin owns a plumbing company, so I'm Italian. You know, I got a cousin that's a plumber, I got a cousin that's an electrician, I got a cousin that's a builder. My cousins are all in the trades, okay? That's where I kind of get it from. So I was going to install it myself. He said, let me send some guys for you. It'll be worth it because they can do it professionally. So they came and they installed it. I ended up caulking it, but they installed it for me for all complete, full disclosure. And luckily it was really easy to install anyways. But this could have been much worse. You know, it could have been a flood if the unit had failed completely. The water could have just could have kept on coming out, right? You know, but luckily I was able to turn the water off still, which was very convenient because with this unit I was able to still turn the water off, and that bought us, like, we didn't fix it for I think 4 or 5 weeks before we could get a new one that we liked. You know, my wife was looking through, she didn't like all the ones that we could purchase and they were all so expensive till we found this one. This was about 500 bucks Canadian, plus the installation. I'm not gonna, you know, for my cousin's sake, I'm not gonna say how much I paid, but it wasn't that much. Totally worth it. I love this thing. It's like a spa-like experience. It's awesome. But that's basically it. I mean, that's essentially how my shower broke and how I fixed it, okay? Like I said, luckily it was just that. Now, the plumber that came did say, he said that pipe at the top, he goes, we could just tighten it down and reuse this old one. The little screw just came loose. He goes, you can just fix it and still use it. But I said, if it came loose once, it might come loose again. It was already a 5-6 week dilemma to find a new one. So I said, let's just put the new one in, chalk up our loss. And then he said, why don't you go sell this on Kijiji for 50 bucks because it still works. And I said, it's okay, I don't want to put anyone through it in case that pipe comes out again, in case that hose comes out again. I don't want to cause the same problem with someone else. So it was a good idea, but I said, no, I'm not going to. Instead, I'll just make a video about it, and maybe I'll make some more videos about it. Maybe I'll like mock install it in the garage, like like a fake installation to show you how to install it. But yeah, that's it. It's actually really easy to do. The whole experience was enlightening because I did get to see behind the shower panel, so I know what's going on now at least, and I got to see how these were installed, so I could replicate that hopefully in a future tutorial. I just figured it was a good little story to tell, and that's it. I just wanted to tell it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.